£4 10 shillings. But no gentleman deals in crude pounds, so let's go straight to 5 guineas.
I'll make it 5.
Who'll give me 6?
Don't anybody dare.
She's beautifully dressed. Little leather shoes, boater. Her clothes alone, ladies and gentlemen. Who'll give me 6? Well, you're a hard-hearted lot. Peggy the doll goes to the distinguished gentleman in front of me.
Oh, thank you very much.
And next, I think we have a wonderful lamp.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea he was going to be auctioneer.
Major quarry is the least of my problems. I have a patient to attend to.
You've been working all day.
Illness isn't limited to shop hours. Seems to be going very well. I'm sure I won't be missed. Excuse me.
Beautiful lady, the delicate lilac. Thank you. 3 guineas. A very good friend and sponsor of the Thrift, Mr. John Barclay, promises the use of his motor car and driver for a whole day. I have seen this machine, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the most handsome and the most terrifying. What am I bid?
You're not staying to help then, Mr. Marsham?
I know my strengths, nurse, and amusing rich ladies and city gentlemen is not one of them.
Me neither, but I can hand around the refreshments.
Oh, I have a trip over and shame us all. Good night, Sergeant.
Right, sir.
Oh, come on.
Nursing a broken heart.
If you say so, Ethel.
Running around after a man in uniform.
If you say so, Ethel.
Thank you, sir. 15 guineas. Any more for any more? 15 guineas? Going to the eager young blood in the spotted necktie. Going. I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but I'll top that bid by 5 guineas.
You can't.
I think I can, Would anyone better 20 guineas? Ah, it's going then. To the brave and handsome officer at the front of the room.
Guy Quarry, you rogue!
Miss Bramwell, as the referee, am I allowed to bid for this lot?
I suppose so.
Well, she would say that, wouldn't she? She'll be by your side, shaken to pieces over the cobbles. Lover's day out.
Dr. Marsham. A little late, but she's waiting for you.
Thank you, Mrs. Landers. Dora.
Did you bring it?
I did. I wouldn't dare forget. Put the other end to your belly. And listen very, very hard. Can you hear it? You will. A little voice. Give me bread and cheese.
I must be ever so bad to get the doctor calling so regular.
Beyond hope. I prescribe your bed, Ma.
There is a difference between social flirting and indiscretion.
Sure, no one but you gave it a second thought.
When only a few weeks ago you were engaged to Dr. Marsham.
Very few people knew about that. And of the 10, those that did have been very understanding.
You know we rely on these people for our funding. So why on earth did you make Major Quarry the auctioneer?
Counted the cash, as you asked me to. I don't believe that anyone sees my friendship with Major Quarry as inappropriate. But I really don't care. Too many real fears in my life to bow down to your imagined ones. Good night.
We'll go to the seaside in his motor car. And I'll shout at small children and terrify the donkeys. And then with just you and me left alone on the beach, just you, me, the sky, the seas, the elements, we'll...
And then we'll kiss Mr. Barclay's driver.
You weren't listening. Just you and me.
You can't drive a motor car.
There is nothing I can't do. Surely you know that by now. Why Tubbs wanted that eagle. Suppose it'll end up the top of some flagpole somewhere.
Poor Clara.
Yeah, he's all right. Make a better husband than soldier. He'll never get very far in the regiment, so may as well get married.
And you?
I'm the very opposite. I'm going to the very top of the regiment, so I must never marry. Well, not for a few years.
Oh.
Well, Colonel likes his officers single. Makes us more reckless, a tad more disposable. Dare say when this war's over, he'll consider me old and grizzled enough. I don't mind. Lady who's stolen my heart is as ambitious as I am, isn't she?
Ambition isn't everything.
No, it is to me just now. Eleanor, you're sad. Don't be sad. Tell yourself I'm off on a grand adventure. I'm playing at Lord's, shooting tigers in India. Soldiers hate farewells, Eleanor. We must enjoy every minute. Eleanor. Sweet Eleanor. You've turned me into a madman.
What happened to them?
Fire, Doctor. The whole house was gutted.
There's 3 more upstairs.
There's nothing wrong with you. Please go home.
Move the bench. The whole room.
Quite safe now. Is that what you call her?
No, it's for... She can have it. The one I did it for is past helping.
Right. I'll get some dressing done. I said if there's nothing wrong with you, please go home. Where's Dr. Marshall?
Upstairs, there's a woman barely breathing. Help over here.
How hot is the water?
80, but we can't stoke the fire up no more. And we've used all we could.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, dear Lord.
Had to be done. I'm so sorry. Can someone get us something cold to drink?
I'll get it.
I can't help you if
You won't tell me what's wrong with you.
Try to lie still. We're doing everything we can.
Where do you want to...
Priest, there's no room for you. Take her upstairs. I have to make my confession.
Oh, come on. Straight on up.
Who gets burns?
Hold your noise. These people are worse off than you.
I never had a wicked person. No, you haven't. You're not wicked. Oh, God, forgive me.
She doesn't seem to feel any pain. Her pulse is very fast, Doctor.
Shock and smoke. Her lungs congested.
Dr. Marsham's lost his stethoscope.
Mine's in the treatment room, in my desk. Getting me some water.
I want to see a priest.
Guilty conscience, Doctor. Prostitutes, every one of them.
Bring some mattresses down from the storeroom.
How many?
As many as we need.
Where the hell's the mop?
Bruce said it was to be kept in the office.
Here you are, the water.
There's no marks on it.
It's locked.
It's never locked. Just chop, then leave him.
Morphine, cocaine, any bloody thing.
Mrs. Bruce said as long as the money was there.
That woman. Guy, the door, get it open. There, you're quite safe now.
Her breathing's easy. That's a blessing.
And don't waste time on it. There's plenty more to do.
Her teeth are chapped.
There's nothing we can do for shock. Just settle her down and make her comfortable.
Do you want me to move her to the ward?
If she doesn't need dressing, sit her by the fire.
Come on, love.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Morphine in a small box.
There. Safe now.
Never mind, I'll get it.
Hello? Are you hurt?
I want my mum. I want my mum.
Were you in the fire?
I don't know where they took her.
I'll take the morphine, nurse. I'm going up anyway. Get the men to remove the body. Come on. Let's see if your mother's upstairs, shall we?
Try to leave as much water as you can. There isn't any more.
Mum, where did you get to?
What needs doing here, Dr. Marshall?
I had to sedate her. I've not had a chance to do anything else.
I was that scared. I didn't know where they took her.
Here I am, you silly girl. Stop crying now.
I thought he was a bird.
Now then, Rose, your turn. How are you feeling?
My chest. It feels like there's a knife going through it, Joe. It must have been when I went arse over tip.
That's the way we listen.
Millie and the new girl are dead.
Oh, my God.
Shh, a minute.
All black and burned.
Nurse, this patient has burns to her throat. Sips of water every 10 minutes. And send the boy out for some ice for her to suck. Fetch another lamp. I can barely see what I'm doing.
You should have heard them screaming.
I think she's fractured her rib, Dr. Bramwell. One, maybe two.
Pleural effusion.
I'll have to fit a drain in.
Screaming and screaming, Uncle Joe.
Dora, your mother's poorly. She doesn't want a lot of silly chatter. Now sit down. Yeah, good girl.
I'll assist you then, Dr. Marshall. Local anaesthetic.
Cocaine, thank you.
I can't spare a sheet. I'm sorry, but we really can't spare a perfectly good sheet. You'll find some old torn ones in a bag in the wash house.
Shall we clean you up a bit before you go home?
That's it. There.
You'd make an excellent regimental physician.
I'm sorry. I'd forgotten you were still here.
Well, I don't mind.
It could be hours yet. You better get back to the barracks.
If you're sure.
She stinks of gin.
You won't forget we're meeting at the park tomorrow. Tubbs and Clara?
Uncle Joe carried me out, down all them stairs. He didn't half hold me tight. I yelled and yelled. Is this diamonds, miss?
Got me out and all.
I was right. You can feel the broken ribs, both of them.
The only man that didn't run off and leave us. Dora, put the lady's brooch down.
Where will you be going in?
I've marked it between the 5th and 6th.
We'd all be dead if it wasn't for him.
I'm a regular hero. Just give it a minute to work. We'll sing a little song, shall we, while we wait?
She only knows the rude ones.
Dora, you'll have to be our soloist. Your best song, if you please.
God save our gracious
Bloody
Queen.
hell.
Long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen. Send her
In a few more seconds, I'm going to start things. I want you to take Dr. Bramwell's hand and don't look at what I'm doing. Dr. Bramwell. Eleanor.
Here, take my hand.
God save our gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen. Miss?
Dora, wait outside.
Uncle Joe said I was to get a glass of milk.
Just wait.
Is this diamonds, miss?
What? No, it's paste and glass. Dora, please, go and sit by the fire.
Hello, is there anyone there? Oh, Dora, thank God you're all right. Where's your ma?
She's in the ward, too ill for visitors, I'm afraid.
Oh, poor Rose. You poor little lovey.
We're rather busy.
And the other ladies, are they up in the ward too?
We have 4, and 2 were sent home.
Millie and the new girl just went and died.
Dora, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Mrs. Landers, ma'am. It was my house that burnt down. Everything gone in 2 miserable hours.
I see. Yes, I'm afraid there have been 2 deaths.
Oh, my God. I only went down the pub. I turned my back.
Mind yourself, dear.
Did they have anything with them, my girls? Only they was holding my money, some of it. Running expenses.
I've no idea. If you'd like to come back tomorrow.
I will, ma'am. I will. Dora, you come home with me.
I'm getting some milk.
Oh, I'm sure they've got enough to worry about without you.
I'm stopping with my mum.
Excuse me.
Dora, you get that look off your face and get back here.
The thing is, sweetheart, your ma would sleep easier if you was with someone you know. So come on home with me and I'll sort you out some tea.
I'm stopping here.
But could you take her? This is no place for a child.
Of course I'll take her, miss. Fond of her as if she was my own, aren't I, Dorry?
I don't want to go,
Now
miss.
try to be a good big girl. You can see how busy we are.
I want my mum.
If you're a very brave girl tonight, we'll try to find you a bed here tomorrow. Now, off you go.
No, I won't go. She's an old bitch. I want my mum.
Have you ever heard such a fuss and carry on? Dora, I shall get cross in a minute.
Please, miss, please don't let her
Dora, you're being a very naughty girl. We have enough to do. Thank you, Mrs. Landers.
Oh, she'll soon settle, miss.
Mum! Uncle Joe, help me! Please, don't let me go! Help me! Mum! Uncle Joe!
Be resting. That smoke's giving you bronchitis.
Thank you, Doctor. I'd worked that out for myself.
Who is Mrs. Landers?
She runs a brothel. Surely you gathered that.
Just tell me, was last night an isolated incident, or is it your custom to go to such houses?
What business is that of yours?
We're colleagues. You're a doctor. We're meant to have certain standards.
And you live up to those standards, do you?
Probably not, but I don't buy the services of some poor, desperate wretch to lie beside me.
Fortunate you are.
How long have you been visiting Mrs. Landers' house?
I do not visit her house. I visit Rose. I've done so for a few years.
Even before your wife died? But we were to be married. You were going to marry me.
I didn't see how well we were engaged. But you would have been quite safe. I was very particular about the women I chose. And what we did together.
How often have I heard that from men with the most terrible diseases?
I have no disease.
Other than hypocrisy.
A little less crippling than sanctimony.
I thought you were the one person I could trust and talk to.
Try Major Quarry.
He's going away. In 2 weeks he'll be gone. Oh, Joe. You've let me down so badly.
Poor little Eleanor.
Patient, if she comes here, would like to know what happens to the child.
Then she should not come here. When are you due?
Doctor. And they're all still with us.
8, you should have woken me earlier.
I've only just got here myself. The night nurse says poor Dr. Marsham wouldn't take any rest at all. He says we're to start dressing the burns this morning. It's one thing I hate, it's cutting into blisters. Mrs. Bruce is here, getting in everyone's way.
If it worries you, Mrs. Bruce, there's warm water in the kitchen. The soap and buckets are in the sluice.
But that is why I've engaged more nurses and a cleaning woman.
Morning, Dr. Bramwell.
Morning. How is everyone?
Dr. Bramwell, my carriage will
Not
take
at all
you
well.
home.
The fluid is still
Freshen
heavily
up
bloodstained.
And to dress, Eleanor.
I haven't the time, Mrs. Bruce. Maybe later?
We have a visit from Mr. Barclay this afternoon. You must learn to manage your staff. There should always be someone to clean the place.
Stop making such a fuss.
Bless these hands with treacle, Nurse Cole.
Mr. Barclay is on the very brink of agreeing to fund this ward for a whole year. What will he think if he finds us in this state?
When did she last have morphine?
5 o'clock, Doctor.
Your hair, Eleanor.
If my hair is untidy, nobody dies. If we neglect these women, they most certainly will.
I shall put him off coming then. Shall I?
My baby. Where's my baby?
She's quite safe. Your friend took her home. She went home with Mrs. Landers.
She didn't go off with her. She wouldn't.
Why not? She's probably tucking into a nice bowl of porridge right now.
She'll not take a bite from that old bitch.
Very raw and burnt.
Where's she taken her? Where did she say?
Home, just home. I'd rather do it now than in a panic later on.
That cow ain't got no home, has she? It burned down to the ground, didn't it? God knows what she's doing with Dora. She must think it's her bloody birthday.
She's going to pierce something if she's not careful. I'll up her sedation. Nurse Carr, can you find this patient in bed?
Do you know how much you can get for an untouched girl down Camden?
For heaven's sake, Rose, lie still before those ribs do any more damage.
Joe, go and rest. You look dreadful. Nurse Carr, prepare an inhalation for Dr. Marsham and ask Nurse Smythe to assist me here. Joe, go downstairs before you fall down.
Little girl. My poor little girl.
I'm sure she's quite safe. Expect she'll be in to see you later.
I can't believe she went off with her after all that I said.
She did want to stay, but
you made her go. God forgive you, miss. God forgive you. You don't know what you've done.
This is the last straw. This hospital doesn't even have any envelopes. The state of the whole infirmary says amateur. Make do and mend. If we are to attract funding, we must be professional, respectable, organised. What sort of a ward is it to be? Have you decided?
yes.
Surgical.
Mixed.
Mixed.
Very well. Male or female? Well, let's hope that Mr. Barclay, who is no one's fool, can be fobbed off with a couple of perhapses and maybes.
And before you go, there's something I should tell you both.
Well, now, this very moment, I have to send this to Mr. Barclay.
I've been thinking about what you said last week about taking a rest. And of course you're quite right, so I've arranged to go away for a while. Stay with friends.
Good. And when you return, we must make Dr. Marsham take a couple of weeks off.
Actually, I'll be away for a few months. The whole summer.
Very nice. Summer in the country.
The whole summer?
5 months. June to October. About.
Thank you for telling us. It would have been nice to have been consulted before it was all arranged.
I hope you have a lovely time, which you seem to be very good at these days.
Whilst you were all duty, responsibility and uprightness. Aren't you, Dr. Marsham?
I'll check on the patients. If I get some sleep, I might as well get used to doing all the work.
You're so stupid, you're ill.
And then there's the interviews, doctors to cover for your absence.
Well, let's discuss it later. And I've delayed Mr. Barclay.
You seem to be getting on very well with Mrs. Bruce.
I think that one of us should show some appreciation. Thanks to her, for the first time ever, we have enough supplies, enough staff, money in the bank to provide...
It's no more than her job. We don't receive applause at every turn, and neither will she, and she may as well go... Oh, for God's sake, Joe, cough up your sputum and go to bed. I'll see to the dressings before I go.
Nelson Reed, if you go cross-eyed and stop like it, it'll be God's judgment.
If I end up seeing two of you, I'll have no complaints. All right, I heard about the fire. I thought that'll be my Ethel sorting them out in there.
Your Ethel's just about at the end of her tether. The place is teeming with loose women. Dr. Marsham's sick and miserable, and as for Dr. Bramwell, she's got no time for anyone but your Major. You never get a civil word out of her.
Nurse Carr, take Sergeant Reed into the kitchen. There's some tea in the pot.
Yes, Doctor.
And there's some shortbread in the tin.
Thank you.
I see what I mean, love. I wouldn't put up with it. I certainly wouldn't.
Don't hold on to me darling, you'll have me down.
If I take Clara and you take Tubbs, they might improve a little.
I'm not spending one of my last days with you cuddling up to Captain Tubby Walker. They're happy enough. They don't need us.
Well, they're not having a very good time.
Well, it's good practice for marriage. Her screaming, clinging onto him, and he's trying to break free.
Yes, forward, but not too far forward, so you're falling on your face, obviously. It's not good enough.
Darling, we've only been here 5 minutes. What are you doing?
I should be looking for Dora.
Who?
Dora, the little girl.
Oh, her. Can't the Scot look for us?
The Scot has a name. And no, he took a lungful of smoke.
Oh, he's got another one, hasn't he? Tell him to breathe through one nostril. Go on without us. We'll catch you up. Wait. Sweetheart, why the rush?
I don't want to be out after dark, not where I'm going. Mrs. Landers is the sort of woman I think she is.
Then you really shouldn't be visiting her at all.
As long as I'm there by nightfall, I shall be quite safe. I do know the East End.
Don't worry. I've got less than 2 weeks.
Who told me not to count days? I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm coming with you.
You don't have to.
Yeah, and if I had any sense, the two of us might find the brat in half the time. Do you realise I'll miss my cream tea?
If you're very, very good, I shall buy you a black pudding. Shoreditch, please.
So, should we tell Tubbs and Clara? I dare say Tubbs could cope with me visiting a brothel. But his fiancée... Look at you, Eleanor Bramwell. That was a hatter. You know where Mrs. Landers is? Yeah, I hear footsteps.
Good afternoon, sir, madam.
Good afternoon. We're looking for Mrs. Landers.
Not on the street, madam, please.
I wondered if perhaps you'd taken anyone in from the fire.
Always full house here, love. No room for no more.
You got any idea where Mrs. Landers is?
Could be anywhere.
So you no idea about what happened to little Dora?
A little girl?
Yes, she's 8 or maybe 9.
You and Mrs. Landers had an arrangement, did you? I'm with you, sir. You should have said. Lady treating you. One last fling before you go off to do your duty.
None of your business. All I require you to do is to take us to her.
Won't come cheap. Not if you want it nice and fresh.
Whatever it takes.
Not in front of the lady. She doesn't want to bother her head with the financial side of it.
Will be just a minute. Wait here. She's not here. He'll take us to her.
Where is she?
She'll be at some more discreet house. She is an innocent, isn't she?
She's a baby. Of course she's innocent.
Your carriage awaits. My lord, my lady.
Be dark soon. All the better, sir.
There's a pigeon pie all ready to go in the oven.
Ah, Nurse Carr. I've taken on that scullery girl and left a note for Dr. Marsham. If you see him before I...
Upstairs, ma'am.
Well, I told him to go home.
He slept for a couple of hours, but that was it. He says the women aren't improving as they should. This place is too much for one doctor, but he won't be told.
My mum, she had 6 of us. The last one, sweet little boy he was. She smothered him. One problem solved, she said. If I'd have smothered Dora, she'd have been better off.
You know that's not true.
If I get her back, I'll change.
I know.
I tried before. If I had my book reading. Should I have smothered Dora? I'm a good mother, aren't I?
You're still here. I thought they were doing very well.
All these hands are a worry. It's early signs of infection. Well, this is pneumonia.
Do you worry about all your patients?
I hope so.
It's none of my business, but Rose, watching over her like this, she's a friend of yours.
She's fretting for her child that's dragging her down. It's been 24 hours now. I don't know what to do for the best.
Best thing you can do is regain your strength. You owe these women nothing more than the usual care.
This is the usual care. I can't just walk away.
Oh, most gentlemen would run, not walk. Your concern does you credit. My husband was a good man, a dear man, but before we met, don't be too hard on yourself.
I'll grab the child, you run like hell back down here and hold the front door open for me.
Anything you want, sir. Any way you want it. But you'll have to show me, sir. I'll be ever such a good girl.
Wait for me, Eleanor. Get out of my bloody way.
Boy, where's your manners?
Eleanor, watch
yourself.
Move!
You want to get us some work before you take on you girls?
That wasn't Dora, was it? Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, God, that poor girl.
Don't waste any time on her, my darling. At least it wasn't your Dora.
She was just a child.
I doubt that one was ever a child. Some of them are born to it.
How can you say that? I
don't understand you.
I know it shocked you.
But not you.
Yes, of course. Good Lord, I'm as appalled as you are. I'm sorry, Eleanor. This is a dreadful world. No wonder you're so upset. Let me take you home. Come on, my darling. Eleanor.
Whosoever shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name, receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. You may go.
I think that I will go into work after all. Would you give my apologies to the vicar? Bonnie, would you put my brown dress out for me, please?
Your brown dress, miss, that old thing.
The older the better.
You haven't had any breakfast.
May I borrow your coachman? He'll be back in plenty of time for church. Bonnie, my brown dress and my old boots, please.
Your old boots?
Am I suddenly speaking in Prussian? Will somebody, for once in my life, do as I ask without either lecturing me or answering me back?
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made.
God, praise God for. Not a bloody singing for a start.
Each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colours, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Every man in his castle, God made them high or lonely, and ordered their estate.
Here we are, boys. Sunday morning treat. Very nice. Doing a bit of that. Good morning, Mom. Well, she's a lady, you can tell.
20.
You saw her, love. She's my best earner.
You said 20. $25.
I'm crippling myself partying with her. Still,
Where is she?
she's busy.
She's with a man. You should be in prison.
Done a bit of that. No life for a gentleman.
Her again?
Here she comes. Your luck's in.
What the hell she want?
She's been very generous. Be nice to the lady.
I don't do women.
Shut your mouth. You do what you're told. Here she is, Miss, my Jane. Say hello to your new mamma.
You ain't coming anywhere near me.
Don't be silly. It's only ointment to clean you.
I don't need no cleaning. You ain't touching me there, you old cow.
Go on, love, you tell her.
You should be in the madhouse, you old query.
It's theft. The money was not yours.
£25.
You would have done the same.
£25. You bought her.
No, I paid him to let her go.
I left it here for safekeeping.
She's a child. Why won't you understand? An innocent child.
I'll scratch your bloody eyes out.
You wicked girl, you're breaking my fingers.
Then let bleeding go, you daft old
Get
mare.
back to bed.
I bloody won't. That old witch is after me with a rubber hand and a load of slop. Not sticking it down my knickers.
Nurse Carr, I said no treatment was necessary.
The ointment is for a disease, Nurse Carr, not for an occupation or a class of people. God save us from ignorance.
There's been a mistake, Jane. You're not to have any treatment. Now trot back to bed and Nurse Carr will bring you a nice hot meal.
Yeah, and she'll fetch me a few more steps for afters, will she?
She's a little savage, Doctor.
Take her back to bed and look after her.
You lay another finger on me, you old tart, and I'll scratch your bloody eyes out.
Go on, get a move on. This is what you call an innocent.
She was an innocent. If she isn't any longer, it's not her fault. I had to get her away from that place.
I think that my office would be a little more appropriate.
It didn't occur to you to go along with the policeman. One look at a bobby and they would have thrown the girl at you. For a square meal, she would have come of her own free will.
Well, it's done. What will you do? Arrest me? I'll repay the money.
That really isn't the point. Mr. Barclay is due here this evening. I've asked him to preach to the patients.
And you're afraid that poor little Jane will shock him to his nonconformist soul?
You'd expect to see the deserving poor, the ill, the dying.
You have made yourself feel better by making a silly, headstrong, emotional gesture, and in so doing jeopardizing our best hope of funding.
I saved a child.
That girl won't be here for 5 minutes, and you know it. Your behaviour,
My
Eleanor.
behaviour has nothing to do with you.
I'm afraid it has. Now, you will do me the courtesy to listen to what I have to say. Your behaviour is causing me great concern.
Maybe a relative, and I'm very grateful for your hospitality.
I am not here as your father's cousin. I'm here to administer this hospital, and I cannot do so if you persist in behaving like a hooligan and a hussy all over London. It must stop. I'm sorry. Now, excuse me, please. I have work to do. We cannot all indulge ourselves by running around the streets, pursuing our latest whim.
Don't you care at all about Dora? The child of the woman you... What is the phrase? Visit?
I can't believe that Mrs. Landers would allow that.
Yes, you can. You're as worried as I am. You just can't bear to admit it.
Mrs. Landers ran a respectable house.
No, Joe, she didn't.
Do you think I'd have gone there if child prostitution was on the bill of fare?
Well, maybe it was, but you didn't know.
Rose would never have put Dora in that kind of danger. Oh, God.
Will you help me find her? It's not hopeless, is it? I found Jane.
You stumbled upon her. Eleanor, Mr. Barclay...
Give him my apologies.
He'll want to see you.
He has enough people here to fawn and court him.
Go on then, waste your time. Insult Mr. Barclay. Throw away the best opportunity we've had.
You see a great, big, exciting future every time you close your eyes, do you? You're very fortunate. All I see is a crying child.
We'll have no obscenities, no blasphemies. Mr. Barclay is a decent, respectable man.
We won't upset him. Respectable men are the best, isn't that right, Rose? Hold your tongue.
Do you know, Nurse? Rose has had a professional gentleman visiting her for years.
I don't want to hear anything about any gentleman from you, miss. You don't know what the word means. Cover yourself up. Pull your hair back. Tie it back. Good heavens, what have you put on your face?
It's just a bit of colour.
Rouge. She's only rouged herself like the harlot she is. Scrub your face, miss.
Will not. When do you know, I'm Nurse? A nice pink glow. Still, nurses never blush, do they? Things they see and things they do. Is it true what they say about nurses, is it?
I just think it's a hopeless task. Of all the teeming London millions, why must you alone look after these people? Rescue them, tend them, mend them, feed them.
If I don't, who will? There's no one else.
You said you loved me for my independent spirit.
Must you have quite so much of it?
It's how it comes. Bucket loads. And I let her go.
You want to know?
I should have known.
This is absolutely damned ridiculous. If the Colonel knew I was training around brothels in full uniform...
He'd recommend you for promotion.
Oh, sweetheart. The chances of coming across the right house, let alone getting an honest answer... Oh, God. What have I just stepped in? Hell, you'll get a knife in your ribs.
For a woman and a little girl. The woman's name is Mrs. Landers.
Mrs. Landers, Sally Landers, a madam. She's stolen a child. Do you know where she is?
I'm not that sort of girl.
We don't give a toss what sort of girl you are. Do you know anything about Sally Landers?
No! Get off me! I've not done nothing!
2 weeks, Eleanor, and then I traipse off to be shot at. I can think of better ways to spend my last few days of freedom.
There are times when I feel I just don't know who you are.
There are times when you want me to behave like a soldier. I don't want to be. I'm supposed to be off bloody duty. Do you really want me to sally into these alleyways behaving like a drawing room fop?
I can't imagine you ever being that.
Then follow me. Let me do all the talking.
My wealth is nothing, unless it's used for the glory of God. Everything we have is his, and should be returned to him with interest. I'd like to tell you a story. It's a true story. It's about a young man who thought he had everything, thought he knew everything, was wiser than anybody else. But he was heading for a fall. Everybody else knew it, except himself. And when it came, its ferocity left him breathless. He was bankrupt, robbed of his small fortune, his future. He was disgraced. He was broken-hearted. That young man was me.
Even if I knew where to start looking, I just can't leave everything.
I wish you was her dad, Joe.
For God's sake.
Well, at least then you care about her, instead of her being the brat of some tart, you know.
Well, what's the worst that can happen to her, eh? Well, I started when I was 8. Ain't done me no harm.
You're the child's mother, Rose. She's your responsibility. I've my own duties and responsibilities.
And ambitions.
Look, if there was anything I could do for Dora, I would. There isn't. I'm sorry.
We've managed to tidy it a little, but of course the stove isn't drawing yet. And we have no proper sluice room. Have you met Dr. Marsham?
Briefly in the auction. How are you, Doctor?
Spotley?
It should have been whitewashed before the patients were admitted. But it was an emergency. It will, of course, be scrubbed from top to bottom.
Beware the whitened sepulchre, Mrs. Bruce. That which appears pure to the human eye, but conceals foul sin and corruption. Madam, receiving good Christian care, then, are we?
You might be laugh, but I've had enough bloody hymns and tart-ass bitches to last me a lifetime. You ain't got any backy on you, have you?
Polly, that's enough.
And all these women were caught in the fire, were they?
Yes.
I had to look at laundry, Mr. Barclay.
I think you were misinformed. I think you'll find the house was a brothel. Of course, they'll be moved as soon as they're able to a more fitting institution.
Of course.
Well, all in all, with a few reservations, which I'm sure we can deal with, I'm satisfied with what I've seen. We'll install a new stove and sluice room. I'm afraid we'll have to cost out your new laboratory, but I'm optimistic.
It won't be expensive. A small room, a few basic instruments.
I admire frugality, but not too small, eh? Let's start as we mean to go on, trusting in God who provides all good things. when we let him. Now, I'd like to tell you all a story. It's about a young man.
Keep your company, sir. I'll press your uniform. Crawl back under your stone.
What you are, Blue?
Please, sell it to Mrs. Landers. I just want Mrs. Landers.
Get out of her way.
Hey, mind out. Bloody old temper. Told you to stay with me. Thought you wanted Sally Landers.
What do you know about her?
Depends on your wallet.
10 shillings. That's all you're getting. What do you know about Sally Landers?
Said Bob's not much.
God, give me patience.
All right. She's gone.
Where?
She says she's gone to keep pigs in the country. What's she know about pigs, though?
Dora. Did she have a little girl with her?
Give over, love. She's on the motherly salt.
What did she do with the child?
I don't know nothing about no child.
Did you see her leave?
Yeah, just her and her bags. She's gone, mate. Scarpered. So even the law won't find her. But if she gets sick of keeping pigs and comes back, I'll tell her to use asking after her.
Sweetheart, you end up with a knife in your chest. I'll be in no end of trouble. Come home.
I tried to stop you. I tried to tell you. Haven't you done enough for this poor bloody wretch?
Don't call her that! Just leave if you're going to be so horrible. Go away, huh? Leave, I'll find her.
How? Will you burst in on every prostitute in London? Where will you draw the line? Chatham? Dover? She could be anywhere.
Wherever she is, I put her there. I'm culpable. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. You've devoted your life to helping these hopeless people. You're not her mother, Eleanor. She's not our child.
And if she was?
Don't be so bloody ridiculous.
I'm having your child. Isn't it terrible? Oh, God. I'm having your child. And I can't bear it. I can't bear it.
Why didn't you tell me? For God's sake, Eleanor, you should have told me.
No. No, it was a mistake telling you. There was no point. Oh, God, I'm tired. I have to find Dora.
Tomorrow, we'll find her together. Tomorrow. Now, please, let me take you home.
What?
Nothing.
You were going to say something. For heaven's sake, say it.
It's just I thought... You're a doctor, Eleanor. I thought you wouldn't let this happen.
So did I. No. Thank you.
sooner we get away from this bloody place and out to Africa, the better.
Not a good night, sir, last night?
I said something stupid. You ever said something so bloody stupid you could groan at the thought of it?
Groan, retch and faint, sir. But then I'm particularly good at saying stupid things.
I'll sneak off after Sear's orders, Sergeant.
You do that, sir. Sir, throw yourself on a mercy.
She came home hours after the household had retired and left again before breakfast. I thought she'd have been here by now.
Well, something must have intervened.
Oh, no doubt, something in a military uniform. We're expected in Mr. Barclay's office in 30 minutes. You'll have to come in her place.
I'm not good at that sort of thing.
Well, as long as you don't run off with a soldier, you'll do. The boys called for a cab. You can familiarise yourself with the figures while we wait. The new ward will cost £500 a year to finance.
We ran the whole place, clinics and all, in less than that.
Oh, yes, but that was in the bad old days, Dr. Marsham. BB. Before Barclay.
Well, before Bruce. Sorry, Mrs. Bruce.
No. I'd like to think so. Before Bruce. I'd like to think that I'd made a difference. I never thought that this place would be so... Well, it's very exciting, isn't it? Rewarding.
I think so.
I've led a calm and comfortable life, Dr. Marsham. Too calm. This is invigorating.
Well, I'll remind you of that in a year's time.
Your cab's here, Mrs. Bruce.
These salaries?
What you would get at any other hospital. No more and no less. The senior physician's salary reflects the fact that he has to supervise an enlarged staff.
She has to supervise the staff.
Possibly, if she can tear herself away from whatever gay young blade is taking her fancy at the time.
Good morning, Mrs. Bruce.
Mr. Barclay, I hope we're not late. You know Dr. Marshall, of course.
No Dr. Bramwell again today?
Unfortunately, no.
No matter. I'm sure I have before me the heart and soul of the thing. 2 stalwart hearts.
I even dream about the baby. I know that I have to do this. I long for the child. Every bit of me longs for it. But there's no question of marriage.
When a woman sins, she should not expect the man with whom she has been immoral to marry her. Every man wishes for a chaste wife.
The baby's due at the end of September. I thought that if I arrived in June and left 3 weeks after the birth...
2 weeks postnatal is the custom. You are no different from any other woman in your circumstances.
No, I'm sure.
And we will decide when you should arrive and when you must leave us. You will bring 2 sets of garments and a blanket for the child. If the father is destitute...
I have my own money. Please, this is very painful. I love the child's father,
The only love within these walls is Christ's love. Furnish yourself with several rags for your personal use after the birth. You will be attended by the infirmarian sister, and you will do as she instructs you. You have a proud manner, Miss Barton. Let us hope that we are able to teach you humility.
There will be some tears along the way. You'll both have to learn how to delegate for a start.
I'll have to learn what it means first, ma'am.
It means ruling the roost, giving orders, bossing and bustling. It's what you do best now, Scott.
It means employing someone else to do the donkey work, leaving you to do bigger and better things. Never again do I want to see you putting out the laundry, or you scrubbing down this table for an operation.
Here she is.
Eleanor, just in time. Glass of champagne.
Have we found Dora? Is this to celebrate that she's back with her mother? Tell me, did we find her before she was raped or after? Thank you, I've no appetite for champagne.
Mrs. Bruce has got us lots of money for the new ward.
Mr. Barclay's money. Enough to employ 3 more nurses and a part-time doctor, to equip a laboratory.
And to provide us with champagne. I should be careful, Dr. Marsham. You may get a taste for it.
I think I've had a damn sight less champagne in my life than you've had in yours, Dr. Bramwell.
I'll get on with my work then.
Mr. Barclay's support is in recognition of all your hard work over the years. We both wanted you to be there.
But you weren't, again. I'm dead on my feet doing your work as well as mine. Mrs. Bruce has achieved what we both thought was impossible, but you still stand there like an avenging angel. What do you want us to do?
To spare a thought for Dora. To care. To show some small concern. It's going on all over London. It's a trade in children. While we carry on our lives day in and day out, small children are traded like lumps of meat.
You have to decide what we're doing here. Are we tending the sick or rescuing children?
Mr. Barclay is concerned that your interests are not
I am
always...
so sick of that man's name.
He is concerned that your interests and priorities are not always with the patients here at the Thrift.
How dare he? How dare some pious, money-making, well-padded, hypocritical, bloody industrialist...
You're overtired, Eleanor. Dr. Marsham, will you call a cab? I'll take Eleanor home with me.
Choose a card.
Jane, get your clothes on.
I'm winning.
Get your clothes on now. Game's over. Stand up.
Hey, we're in the middle of a game. No, me money.
Dr. Bramwell, what are you doing? What's happened? That's not her frock. Hers is downstairs.
I ain't got no boots, miss.
I've had enough lectures. It's time I gave one.
You too.
Saviour of the Thrift. I think it's time he understood the world he's entering. Peel away the onion skin, show him what lies underneath.
You're overwrought. He won't listen to you.
But I'll just have to shout, won't I? Turn into the madwoman on the street corner.
Eleanor,
Excuse me.
I don't understand you.
I have nothing to say to you.
I'll go back in, shall I?
No!
Not shake me off, Eleanor.
You don't want the child. What more is there to say?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you're a doctor. I thought you wouldn't let this happen.
It was clumsy, stupid.
Revealing.
It was a shock. I had no time to think. Didn't you have any wild thoughts when you first realised?
Do you want Major Quarry to go, Eleanor?
It's a little late to come galloping in on your white charger, isn't it, Joe? On the one side, I have a colleague who frequents brothels, who stands by while a child is taken into prostitution, who watches happily while Mrs. Bruce takes over the infirmary I founded, over which I have wept tears of blood.
You left her no choice. You're hell-bent on destroying everything we've worked for.
On the other side of me, I have this noble soldier who has made me pregnant and is about to march away to war. And you wonder why I am so determined to find Dora. There has to be one tragedy I can salvage.
I'm sorry, Dr. Marshall. This is unforgivable. This is so... There's no need for it. We will marry. We must marry. The child must have a father.
So it will, but not you. It will have a mother, but not me. It's to be put out for adoption. It's all arranged. There's a convent. They'll take me for my confinement, and I'll never hear another word about my child. Nor will you, so... Phew. What a relief. Back to conquering the world. Strike up the band.
This is nonsense. Stop it. Talk to me.
Go away and leave me alone.
We can't have become enemies overnight.
No, you don't have enemies. I have enemies. Dr. Marsham has enemies. Even Nurse Carr and Mrs. Bruce, because we all believe in something. You stand for nothing. You wear a uniform you despise, fight in a war you don't believe in. You claim to be appalled by the predicament of poor Dora, but see no reason to do anything about it. And when you're told you're to become a father, you flail around looking for someone to blame. When you look in the mirror, is there anyone there looking back at you?
She's ill, Dr. Marsham. You just have to look at her. She's ill. This isn't our Dr. Bramwell.
I'm afraid it is.
Hey!
Hey!
Come here!
Pure.
Good morning, Mr. Barclay. Do you know Jane? Jane, this is Mr. Barclay. Tell Mr. Barclay how old you are, Jane.
Give over, miss.
Jane is 12. She's a prostitute.
Miss, don't. It could be a magistrate.
Miss Bramwell.
You bought a doll at the auction, almost as pretty as Jane. You paid 5 guineas for it. I didn't strike quite such a good bargain. Jane cost me £25.
Oh, don't mind me.
Do you think Christ would consider £25 too much to pay for this soul?
Christ's already paid for her soul.
Oh, well, that's all right then. We needn't do anything for anyone ever, need we, if everyone is already safe in the arms of the Lord?
Miss Bramwell.
There is a terrible trade in children, a silent, secret market in innocence. Not 3 miles from this Bible, there are men and women who sell children, who use them.
And children as young as 6 can be found in brothels. And a girl aged 10 gave birth only last year. And even boys are subjected to degrading practices. You hope to shock me, Miss Bramwell? I'm a little too old for that. Christians should be innocent, not ignorant.
How can you be anything but shocked? How can you know about it and do nothing?
You assume a great deal, Miss Bramwell.
No one is doing anything. No one wants to know.
And what about the Salvationists working with destitute children? Or charities for abandoned orphans?
I'm talking about child prostitutes.
Every deserted child is in danger of prostitution. That's what these charities are fighting. Only unlike you, they don't shout rape from every rooftop. And they're the people who understand the problem and can do the most good. Shh. Now, have you informed the police about what you discovered? Or about the people who sold this child to you?
No. No, I will, of course I will. But I was just so worried about...
It's not your job to go chasing after lost children. Your priority should be the Thrift, its patients, and your colleagues struggling on without you.
Everything you say is true, but I can't give up. There's a child even younger than Jane. Didn't Christ say that the Good Shepherd left his whole flock to seek out one lost lamb?
You're not the good Lord.
But in his absence, I'm sure he'd understand.
You should have heard the things she said. And to a big, important gentleman.
I wouldn't mind, but they're not your boots.
They're miles too big. I'm half crippled. She run me through the streets like a common criminal. She wouldn't treat no one else like she treated me. I thought she liked me.
She hasn't got time to go around liking people. Too busy saving them and curing them. Of course she likes you.
She don't.
We all like you.
When he wasn't here,
I
sir...
was trying to talk to Miss Bramwell. What a waste of time.
I put everything off, sir. Said you were with the paymaster.
Thanks. So, what's next?
After the passing out parade, sir, it's muster for the duty companies. New recruits after that. Mess officer. Rats in the kitchen again, sir. And then it's bayonets for the new lads. If you could do your usual shove it in and twist it speech, sir. I like that coming from you. 5. We're sitting for the regiment's artist. Foot on a filthy bore. Flag flying, you know.
When you look in the mirror, is there anyone there looking back at you?
Come on, lads! I said wheel, not wonder!
Grant, if you were looking for an 8-year-old girl in the East End and you thought she'd fallen in amongst the bad, pimps and madams, where would you look?
Doesn't matter where you look, sir. You won't find her. Unless it's in a mortuary.
Not the one then, sir?
No.
My writing paper, everything's been moved.
Mrs. Bruce emptied the drawer ready to move the thing upstairs. And the desk.
It's my desk.
We've been given a bigger table, a proper operating table. We need the room. You aren't here to ask.
Why are you letting her change everything? Why are you so eager to climb into bed with her?
An unfortunate choice of words, Eleanor, for a woman in your condition.
I have to write to the Salvation Army and the police. They may be able to help find Dora. I'll go home and do so.
Going home, Dr. Bramwell. Now there's a surprise.
You're very bitter. I didn't realise I'd hurt you quite so much.
Snot rag. Ain't used it much.
You're so ugly that you gotta hide yourself.
Old face ache said no one was to bother you. She not turned up yet? Bet you give her a damn good belting when she does. I could get you some bread and dripping.
You're not going out again. You're doing far too much running round. You look worn out. Look at you. I know what's wrong with you. You're sickening for a cold. I'll make you a nice hot toddy.
It is Dora, isn't it? She was wearing this. You'll make sure she's buried with this.
Sir.
I can't bear it. Poor little girl. Poor little soul. It's all me. It's me. It's everything I do. I ruin everything. Poor Rose. Poor Rose. And you'll go away, and I'll never see you again. And I can't lose my baby. How could any woman do this?
Marry me. You must.
And you'll go off to your war in Africa, and your life will continue undisturbed, and I'll have the baby, and I'll lose everything. Everything.
I know it's hard.
And when I return, the Thrift will have changed beyond recognition. It'll be Mrs. Bruce's new empire.
Our baby, Eleanor. That's what we should be talking about. How can you cope with this on your own? Who could? Let me look after you.
I have to keep this baby somehow. Oh, God, I can't think. I thought that if I gave it away and no one knew, I'll have to stay away until it's weaned, and then I will be a disgraced woman. I can't think.
Please, Eleanor, marry me. We'll make sense of everything when we're together. We'll decide to be happy, and we'll be happy.
Happy with a man who doesn't love me.
Of course I love you. For God's sake, Eleanor. Of course I love you.
Then why didn't you propose to me weeks ago before I was expecting our child? Why did you never say you love me?
Because I'm a fool.
You don't want to marry me or anyone else. And even if you did, your precious army wouldn't let you. And that is all you want. I've lost count of the times you've told me about your glittering career, your friends, battles and adventures. And now you're to be tied to a dull, bored woman. If you're looking for a happy ending, Guy, there isn't one.
Not now, Jane. I see a kind of shadow in my eye.
It's £25. I hope that closes the matter.
Well, inasmuch as the accounts are balanced.
Jane is safe, Dora's dead, the story's ended.
Well, not quite. Eleanor, Eleanor, this is a painful moment for me. And I hope that you know, as your friend, I will always care for you and you will always have a home with me for as long as you want.
But Mr. Berkeley is not happy.
Mr. Berkeley, Lord Raybould, the Widow Society. Once one patron loses confidence...
And I must be scolded like a child.
No, not scolded. You're to be dismissed. You're dismissed from the Thrift.
You can't dismiss me from the Thrift. I am the Thrift.
I'm sorry.
Dr. Marsham spoke up for you.
But not too loud, eh?
Don't put this onto my shoulders, Eleanor. You've done it all on your own. What did you think you would achieve by waving Jane under his nose?
Dr. Marsham has agreed to be our senior physician.
You must be delighted. Out from my shadow at last.
We warned you, we begged you, but you wouldn't listen. You're invincible, you're Boadicea, you're set apart from the rest of humanity. But you're not, Eleanor. No one is.
And after all that, Dora is dead. It was all for nothing.
No, it wasn't. It was for Dora. And for Rose. And for me, so that I could live with myself. Dora, Rose, and me. No one else.
Daring to run an infirmary. You'll be ridiculed, scorned.
Let them scorn me all they like. I really don't care.
You'll be packed out with scamps and paupers.
I still don't understand, Dr. Marsham, why it's so sudden.
It isn't. She's not going to far-flung China, Ethel. I'm sure we'll see her again.
I was right, wasn't I? She's ill.
She isn't ill, I promise. She's just... Well, she isn't ill.
Oh, my God.
She's tired, that's all. Now, don't make it hard for her.
Poor girl. Poor girl. That bastard officer, was it?
Ethel.
Poor love. And her poor father.
Oh, for God's sake, don't start crying again.
She's ruined, disgraced. After all she's done, are we not allowed to have a bit of a cry for her?
Please yourself. I have what to do.
You're glad, aren't you? Sweet, is it? Success? I hope it turns to ashes in your mouth.
That cream tea you deprived me of last week.
I've been dismissed.
I know. I called for you at the Thrift, Mr. Marshall told me. I am sorry.
Well, there you are. The people I trusted most. I'm now a lady of leisure. I've said goodbye to the Thrift and everything I know.
I know, it's exhausting. I feel absolutely wiped out. Shaking all those hands, signing all those documents. I smell of camphor and mothballs, and I itch from head to toe. Are you grateful?
You've left the army.
Why wage war on thousands of people you don't even know, when you can make life miserable for the one woman that you love?
I've ruined your life.
You've made sense of it. When you told me about the baby...
You were horrified, appalled.
Stunned. When the shock was over, it was like winning the derby. A try at rugby, winning the boat race.
Quickly! You love me, Al.
I had nothing else. It filled the days. Persuaded the world that I was a grand fellow. It was a consolation whilst I waited for the prize to show itself, and then she did.
Did she?
Got your purse?
And the money in it, thanks.
It's a good place, not too strict.
Polly knows it. She's been there twice before. Completely reformed once a year, she is.
They know about your lung. They won't expect you to work too hard.
Not at first, anyway. Work's good. It takes your mind off the things you've lost, doesn't it?
Then the both of us should be the hardest working in the whole empire.
It's the only thing I ever did properly, being a mother. I know some wouldn't agree.
Then they'd be wrong. Very wrong.
Mine. I won.
Oh. You said we needed a laundry girl.
I didn't have a child prostitute in mind.
She's a strong little thing, full of life.
Wonderful idea. And when she's washed the sheets, she can climb between them with a patient.
Dr. Marshall.
It's what Dr. Bramwell wanted, and I'd have thought that counted for something.
Well, yes, of course it does, but...
Let's settle it then. She can sleep in the attic.
Well, we're turning into a home for waifs and strays, are we?
But she must understand that one blot on her copybook and she's out.
What, and what if she upsets the whole bloody inkwell?
Then the nurses will clean it up for you, Dr. Marsham, as usual.
Tell Jane I'd like to see her, please. And see if you can find an apron that fits her.
I've been thinking about the baby. I thought strong like his father, clever like his mother, and beautiful like... oh, I don't know. One of us must have a beauty in the family somewhere.
I wish you'd look where you're going. If we kill someone...
You'll bring them back to life.
Look where you're going and don't be so silly.
It's true. There's nothing you can't do. Never met anyone like you. I adore you. I can't live without you. I'm so proud of you. Everything you've done, everything you are.
I love you.
Seaside, Miss Bramwell.
All in good time. We've a few errands to run first, haven't we?
Oh, you look wonderful.
Well, we're arriving in style, at least. You're sure Tubbs and Clara are going to be here?
They'll be inside.
I hope so. They have to be witnesses.
That's all right. I have 2 spare by the looks of it.
Do you want carrying across the threshold, miss?
Wrong threshold. Wrong miss. No more Dr. Bramwell.
Dr. Eleanor Quarry. No. No. The wedding's off.